Have you seen the videos that have come out of Bangladesh?
Have you seen
of the attacks that have taken place on Hindus, of temples being desecrated, of Hindu homes being attacked, of Hindus themselves being attacked?
Have you seen the Muslim lawyer that was slaughtered by ISKCON extremists, and after that the complete nation was quiet, calm? Aren't you going to give us any credit for that? The country of 190 million Muslim, where a Muslim lawyer was, when Mr. Chinmoy was arrested, was slaughtered by ISKCON extremists, and the whole country was calm, and all the politicians, including the Tariq Rahman of BNP, the acting chairman, he addressed the nation saying, keep calm and quiet, because this is basically, they're trying to provoke us from India. This is the fascist regime who fled to India, sitting there and trying to unsettle the government. That's it. And there's another thing. The Indian diplomacy seriously failed to the extent that last 15 years, they only kept relationship with a singular political party, not with the people of the country. So the people-to-people contact was not there. So when Sheikh Hasina fled this country, of course, people were unhappy with India, but we again appreciate the fact that India is our neighbor.
So you're unhappy with India, therefore you attack Hindus.
See, you're doing leading question. You can't do that. I've been doing this for 17 years. Attacking Hindu. You say you yourself are pulling it to the Hindu. You didn't reply the fact that have you seen the dead body of the person who was slaughtered here, the Muslim person? We never said a Hindu killed a Muslim. No, we didn't. We say that, okay, fine, Mr. Chinmoy was arrested and some quarter of the people were unhappy.
Do you think that today, under the Muhammad Yunus government, there is an increase in radical extremist elements in Bangladesh?
Not at all. Not at all. You know what happened, I tell you. Basically what happened when Awami League fled, when the fascist regime, the killer government fled and were given a safe exit to India, people were unhappy with India. It's okay. It's all right. Understandable. But, there have been attacks. True, there have been attacks, reactions, and things on Awami League supporters. There could be Hindus there. But there were not Hindus were targeted. Of course, Awami Leagues were targeted all around the country because of the 15 years atrocity, killing, forced disappearance, murders, atrocities they committed. So that's nothing to do with religion.
What will the Bangladesh Jatiya Party do about this?
Today in Dhaka University, we had a Hindu procession saying, India, you're overreacting, some of the medias. I would not say India, but we say overreacting. Some of the quarters overreacting probably to earn some cookie points in Indian politics, just to show that Bangladeshi Hindus are in trouble and they are beside us, and which is they are beside the Hindus. Just to, I was surprised to see Mamata Banerjee asking for the United Nations help in Bangladesh security force. Nothing is going on in this country.
Yes, I am. Please go ahead.
I'm telling you, these are people hate Awami League now at this point of time, and people who were angry and upset because India supported this fascist regime which existed then for 3 terms. People are upset with it. Now India should realize to make contact with the people of the country. Yeah.
Why is it India's responsibility, sir?
I'm sorry?
Why is it India's responsibility? How is this India's responsibility? India, as a nation, as your neighbor, has to maintain relations with whatever government is there.
Because India interferes with our domestic politics.
India is interfering with your politics, and okay, so your allegation is that India has been interfering with Bangladeshi politics.
Yes, last 15, 17 years.
How do you justify Mr. Yunus's connections with the Clintons and the Obamas in America?
Oh, that had his personal capacity. Mr. Clinton, Mr. Yunus is a global asset. He's a person of very high profile and dignity. He knew Obama, Clinton, everyone. Years before you joined, as a head of this caretaker interim government, Mr. Yunus is a world-renowned figure. So his relationship was personal with America or the rest of the world. You can't compare that with your scenario with Bangladesh.
And he just happens to be the person who's chosen to lead the nation. As soon as Sheikh Hasina has fled the country, he just happens to be the person who's chosen to lead Bangladesh, and then he goes and introduces 3 students and says that this was not a spontaneous protest. However, it was a well thought out strategy of the students of Bangladesh to oust Sheikh Hasina. It's on record. He has said this on record.
What is wrong with that? What is wrong with that? If it was a well thought one, what is wrong with that? Why do you think it's wrong? It's wrong. Sheikh Hasina was immensely unpopular in this country. She fled the country. She was prime minister
So,
3 times without
okay.
vote. And India supported it right and left. And when she fled, how come all her party members were there when she fled? How come they weren't there? Supposedly she was so powerful and so popular as such, and she was prime minister for 3 times. How come when she fled? How come her party members were not beside her? Why?
Do you think it's
It was
fair?
a well strategy
Do you
by
think
the
it's-
students or whatever. So what is the problem with that? If Yusuf went
Mr. Rahman, do you think it's fair for Hindus in Bangladesh to live in fear simply because Sheikh Hasina has been ousted from the nation?
No, it's not, and they're not living in fear. We have Hindu procession going on every day, pledging to India, please stop it. Don't do this, we are fine. We had a Hindu. You know what? My student wing president is a Hindu. So?
What does that prove?
That proves that we have nothing against them. We treat them as our brothers.
But you think that Hindu monks within ISKCON are terrorists?
Oh, I like the way you say it. You're trying to put words in my mouth, measuring me. I never said that. I said any Hindu,
I'm asking,
Muslim,
sir.
any
I've
person,
never said that
any
you've said it.
person-
I'm not saying that you've said it.
No,
Don't be
I don't-
confused, please. I'm asking you a very pointed question.
Any person has nothing to do with religion. There's nothing called Muslim terrorist, Hindu terrorist, nothing like that. Any person or extremist, any person who take law in their own hands is an extremist, is a terrorist. It doesn't matter where Hindu
How
or
did
Muslim.
Chinmay Das or other people part of a peaceful protest take law into their own hands? Were they wrong to exercise their right to a protest and demand that Hindus be protected in the country?
Oh, he was not arrested for that. He was arrested because of a sedition charge where he put a certain flag over our flag. So that was a normal charge. I think the Hindu ISKCON reacted disproportionately, trying to pose that he was arrested was because he's a Hindu, which is untrue. Simple. And then they killed one of our brothers, and we didn't react. We never said that Hindu killed a Muslim. We said, fine, it was a mob, it was a mob, and it happened. The whole country became standstill. That okay, fine. We never named it that okay, a Hindu killed a Muslim lawyer. No, we didn't. We didn't do that. So if we were eager to do it, then we could have instigated, which of course the Awami League sitting in India wanted, that the things, a riot happens and so that it justifies. And I think the some politicians are doing it to justify the fact that they are miserable failure with everything, with Sri Lanka, Nepal, Maldives, and now Bangladesh. Indian foreign policy failed miserably. And they're trying to justify under some cookie points that okay, Hindus in Bangladesh are under attack and we must support them and gain some popularity in local politics. Otherwise, nothing is happening. Nothing's happening. I invite you,
Okay.
come and come to Bangladesh and see what is going on.